clarity and understanding. They come together. And in South Africa, the ANC decided on GNU to address people's interest, for the interest of the people of South Africa. To say, all of us, let's form a government of national unity. But government of national unity is not a melting pot. So what it means is that an opposition does not cease to be an opposition because it's in the GNU. It doesn't. ANC does not cease to be what it is because it's in the GNU. For the ANC in the GNU, having suffered a significant setback, is to secure political power and ensure that the national democratic revolution advances. It doesn't stop. And what is that advance? That advance is the Bella Bill. That advance is the NHI. That is the advance in the GNU. So there is no turning back, there is no retreat. Even when our partners disagree with the implementation of Bella Bill because they are part of the GNU, it does not mean the ANC will back down. We will not back down. The president will sign one bill after the other. And our opponents will use many other avenues within the framework of what has been ushered in the last election to try and stop and reverse our gains. That is why losing a majority outright, it's a danger to the national democratic revolution. It's a danger, and that must be avoided at all costs. We did not struggle for GNU and coalitions. We struggled for outright majority to advance without hindrances. We don't love GNU. We don't romanticize it. It is a tactical option. We had many, up to 5. We chose GNU for the right reasons. Others wanted to lock us into a corner and outbox us without options. We said, no, let's get to the GNU. There are people who suffer from ideological inadequacy, who simply characterize going to the GNU as a sellout position. There's no such sellout position. Once we had lost power below 40%, below 50%, we were always in a precarious position. And therefore it meant whatever options we'll come up with will determine how faster we can move or slower in terms of the national democratic revolution. It does not mean if we lock ourselves with so and so, we will simply advance. If they want us to advance on any other issue, we are open for it. In Parliament and everywhere else. They want land, they want everything, bring it on the table. We will see where we are going. But we can't lock ourselves in a corner simply because of ideological inadequacy and on the simple understanding that we are forming a black front of black excellence, or whatever you call it. Comrades, we are all for black excellence. We are all for black excellence. We want black people who thrive, who are very much educated, who are everything in building the middle strata. We talk about that. We want black excellence. Who doesn't want black excellence? There's nobody. Sifuna bantu abamnyama baphucuke and be liberated in whatever way. Black people have been liberated in this country by the African National Congress through our policies, affirmative action, and many other policies that we have actually implemented and safeguarded. That we know that even other opponents do not like and do not want those particular policies, but the ANC have safeguarded them. And we said we're not going to move any way further than this. We built the black middle strata, the doctors, the actuaries, the scientists you see that are black and expresses black excellence. It is because of this democratic government led by the African National Congress, and nobody else has actually done that. It is the ANC that has done that. And then others simply wanted us to define South Africa as equal. We said no. South Africa is about redress. It is there in the statement of intent. When we talk to the DA and everybody else and we talk about the statement of intent, fundamental in that statement of intent is redress. You know what is redress? is about the acceleration of social transformation in this country to safeguard the gains of the National Democratic Revolution. There was no way the ANC was going to move from that. And we did not get into negotiations with the cap in the hand. Sipalisi assignment and all of that. Sazikhabela le ezo assignment. Sathi sihamba ngalendlela efunwa sithi. Asizumamela omnye umuntu. Uba ufuna uhamba nathi ngena ku GNU. Abafuna because bebefuna usivalele ekoneni. Basihuyitshe. Singaphefumuli. And then basibambe andifuna no OTP. Singakwazi nophuncuka kwezo ndawo basibambe kuzo. Hayi ngoku omnye nomnye umuntu angayenza into ayifuna uyenza kodwa asiphuncuki siphethe. And there will be no retreat. Uba kukho abantu abafuna uhamba, hayi bangahamba. Uba bafuna uhamba, but asiyindawo thina. Sine 40%, 6 million people. Abathe asifuni nihambe hlalani. I-ANC mayiqhubeke uphatha. Sizayilungisa le abantu bakuthi babehlele ekhaya bangayuvota. Bayibone lento yokhongozela ukuthi into enjani. Uhamba ucenga yonke into apha emhlabeni. Umuntu nepati nabantu abayi2 uyamcenga masiye mhlekazi. I-GNU comrades ndifuna unixelela in simpler terms siyifome singacenganga muntu. Ningalinge nihambe nixelela ubuxoki ukuthi besihamba sicengana nabantu bekukho iagenda. Akucenganga muntu kubizwe wonke umuntu. Abanye bathi asizukwazi ungena. But izandi nixelela. Aba bantu abathi abafuna ungena abazungena ku GNU. Namhlanje ngaba bapreacha ngokuthi i-ANC has missed the chance to work with progressive parties. Yeah, this is what they said before the elections. South Africa needs a government of national unity without the ANC. So they talk about karma. Don't make wishes because your wish might come a reality. They made a wish. We've got a GNU today with the ANC as the largest political party. But bona bebethe bayayifuna without us. And they use terrible words like ANC must be removed from power surgically. ANC must be unplugged and funa ubabiza ngamagama because abanye babo lonto yathi bengakayigqibi noyigqiba they are somewhere today. Bakwenye indawo nina nifuna uthembela kubantu abanjalo ukuthi they are espousing principle. Umntu onganamqolo othetha into efuna uviwa ngabantu ngalo xesha kwalo ndawo akuyo umbize ngokuthi inkokeli ayonkokeli lonto licholocholo into enganamva nomphambili ongasoze uyithembe nditsho sowulele ukuthi lo mntu ngomso angavuka nivukele. Aba bantu bahambile abanye they were rewarded out of our weaknesses. Out of our weaknesses, they became strong during the era of the state capture. Baba ne political party and they used terminologies like superior logic. And they won court cases because whoever will not have won those court cases when you were facing the weakest ANC at that time, you will win and become a hero. Abantu bakuthi bahamba kuthi. When we elected Ramaphosa to become president, some of us comrades, we were on the other side. And we don't regret it. Abanye benu nazincama nathi no, siyaya pha kula Nazareth. Nazareth ke nina abantu abangayazi kukho umgodi, ifield. Eyethu iteam ibikhokhasa kula field. Eyo madiba ibikhokhasa kwenye ifield enezitechu zosisulu ndiyabona ibi mithandazo pha. And besi undermine gqithi le group yabo. Si sure sijika nale nkomva. Siyigqibile le conference mo siyazibona siyabalana okwegusha. Sithi but aba bantu bathembe ntoni? Kanti bane nto yabo abayisebenzileyo underground. Aba bantu sibabala njengegusha apha bakwelacala.